Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm a minute late. And a little cricket. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Melanie. I hope everyone's well. Hi, Katie. Welcome. How are you? I hope everything's all right. Hi, Jim. Happy Wednesday evening. I don't know why I'm crooked, but we're just going to have to go with it. Hi, Kate. Hi, Vanessa. So glad you're all here. Welcome, welcome. I am up here at our little condo in Park City, which is nice. Nice little bench. Hopefully the internet works okay. Yeah, and here we are. Halfway through kind of the second week of October. Where is the time going? So crazy. Yay, I love all the love. Yeah, good to have you all. Good to take some time to slow down, practice our peace, cultivate our compassion. Daily life gives us so many reasons to abandon or get defensive or hateful or aggravated, all the things. So we can practice slowing down, taking care of our body, giving ourselves some love. So just take a moment and get yourself comfy. Prop yourself up with a pillow. Get some water or tea. And start to set the intention to just be for a little while. To notice and give attention. And to just take some time for some slow breaths. So much of what goes on is out of our control, but generally our breath is in our control and will affect so much of the rest of the system. So just starting to tune in, just noticing where's the breath at. How are you arriving? How are you feeling today? Physically, emotionally, mentally? How has your week been? Is there anything you might have picked up that would be beneficial to let go of? Or anything beautiful, relaxing, positive that would be good to acknowledge? Just kind of assessing what's been going on the last little bit of time. And let's take 3 rounds of cleansing breath. In through the nose, nice and deep, all the way up to the top. Fill the lungs. Hold for just a second. Big, full exhale. 2 more rounds of those. Just signaling to the body that it's time to pause, relax, stand down. And go ahead and do a body scan. Start at the top of your head, scanning down through your face, jaw, and skull. Down through your neck and throat. And we're just checking it out, scanning for tension, tightness, relaxation, the shoulders. Scan down through the arms and hands. Just breathing as we go. Checking out the torso, the chest and abdomen and back. A couple breaths there. Just noticing how that's feeling. And the pelvis, glutes and quads and hamstrings. Scanning down through the knees, the lower legs, and the feet. Just noticing how the body's feeling, giving some attention, some breath. Go ahead and find some neck circles, just nice and gentle. However big or small feels good for you. And maybe a little bit slower than you feel inclined, so slow it down a bit. Just noticing any cracking, popping, respecting any acute pain. Being mindful, we're not cranking through, we're just loosening up. Reverse the direction whenever you want. Maybe rock and roll around if you got a little tight spot, if it feels okay. Maybe you spend a little time there. And just noticing how it feels to move around. Some shoulder circles. We tend to carry tension in this part of our body, so we're just loosening it up. Any movements you want, if you want to get the arms involved. Maybe just bring the shoulders up to the ears and then let them relax back down. Just creating some movement, letting the energy flow, anything that got stuck. Open the arms up wide with a big inhale. And exhale, bring them around, give yourself a hug. If this doesn't work for your body or it feels weird, maybe you're just breathing and imagining that expansion. And the bringing back in. This movement can be as big or as small as you want. And bringing those hands in, give your shoulders a rub. Probably no one's watching you, so don't worry if you look weird. Just notice how this feels. Give yourself a little comfort. The way you might rub someone's shoulder if you just wanted to give them a little, it's okay. How does that feel? A little squeeze. When our nervous system feels this, it doesn't always know it's us doing it for some weird reason, but it can just feel that soothing and comfort. So just notice how that feels for you. And now slide the hands down to the belly, whether you're seated or lying. And let's take several rounds of breath, breathing deeply to the belly. Breathing into the palms, feeling the belly expand. And then with the exhale, just letting the belly soften. So we're not pulling it back in tightly. We're not doing an ab workout, just expanding, breathing into the hands. And exhaling, letting it soften and relax. Finding your own pace and depth of breath. Inhaling deeply, filling the belly, pulling that oxygen in and down. Exhaling, letting it soften and relax. And breathing to that connection between your palms and your belly. Just noticing that feeling. Present with ourselves. We're here and holding ourselves. Slowing the breath down a little more. Maybe add on a second to either end. Deep relaxation and release with the exhale. And just notice how that feels in your body to breathe like this. What kind of feelings does that create for you? Are you creating for yourselves? If that's ever unpleasant, we can always shift the breathing or the posture. If it's pleasant, then allow it to be. Allow yourself to rest in that experience you're creating. That feeling of connection and presence, care for yourself. And slide the palms up to the heart center. And let's take several rounds of breath here. So inhaling deeply to our palms, to our chest. Exhaling, just relaxing, releasing. Letting gravity pull any tension, melt it away. Breathing to that feeling of your palms on your chest. Maybe even a little rub if that feels okay. Maybe they're still, but just notice how that feels, that connection. Take a moment to give yourself some gratitude, some recognition. No one's perfect. We're usually pretty on top of ourselves when we mess up or make mistakes. But let's take this moment to recognize how awesome we are, that we're here. We woke up today, we're present. We do good, we care. Just give yourself a moment to recognize some aspect of you, some action, some quality that you deserve more credit for, or to give yourself more credit for. Credit's probably the wrong word. Attention, recognition, care. We don't always believe it, but it's good practice to tell ourselves we're doing enough. We are enough. Permission to be human, to have flaws. Breathing in to that heart center and just noticing how your body feels now in this moment. Taking several rounds of breath to your entire physical body. allowing yourself to be present in this moment, present with yourself. Always so much going on outside of us and in our heads that can pull us away. But just taking this moment to get to be in your own company and let that be enjoyable and special. Somewhere that you want to return to. Taking a moment now to turn your attention to someone that you know who could use some love and support and encouragement. And with your next few breaths, send that their way. Someone, some people, someone you know, someone you care about, someone in your world. Send them some love and peace and healing. Some patience. And turning your attention to someone you don't agree with, someone that maybe you care for but don't like or don't care for, someone you feel negatively towards. And just for this moment, acting opposite, send them some love and peace, hope, healing. Wish the best for them. See how that feels. And turning your attention to the world as a whole and all its inhabitants. And let's send some love and peace, healing and protection. Just imagining those ripples spreading out from you, filling the space you're in, the town you're in, the state you're in. Expanding beyond the country you're in, across oceans. Rippling all around, sending peace and healing and love, protection, patience, and the easing of suffering. And taking a few breaths, just holding space for that. Taking a moment to give some love to everyone that is here in this group, in this time, sharing this moment. We should have done that before we sent it rippling. And anyone that watches later. Returning back to your physical body and just scanning for any last areas of tension, tightness, gripping, anywhere that you can breathe to and soften a little more. We may not be able to change it or let it go, but can we soften around where we might have pain, injury, or ailment? So just a few softening breaths to wherever your body needs it or your body as a whole. And taking one last moment to really notice how this feels. Wrap a blanket around it, maybe give it a code word, peace or presence or pause. I didn't mean to come up with all peace. Something that reminds you that you are capable of slowing down, of cultivating compassion and peace. You don't have to get caught up in the chaos. We always have an option to turn inwards and slow ourselves down. Choose some amount of our perspective or attitude and choose to do no harm. Coming back to the present moment, maybe notice how the outside of your body feels, maybe stretch. I hope that that was helpful in these crazy times. I know I need it. So easy to get caught up, plenty of material, a million little triggers. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your week. You have a good evening tonight. Maybe set an intention for something that you can do in the coming days to help those around you. Thank you, Kate. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. It's perfect. Wednesday mornings, my good friend Karen switched her yoga class to the morning, so I get yoga Wednesday morning and this Wednesday night, so it's a good pause. Thanks, Dad. Good night. Mimi, glad you're here. Katie, glad you're here. Jim, glad you're here. Jim, I hope you've been getting out in nature. I trust you have. I hope things are good. Yeah, yes, listen to Vanessa. Thumbs up. Thank you. Not a good self-promoter, which is fine. I appreciate you all. Take care. I'll see you next Wednesday. And yeah, peace. Good night.